Saudi Giants lineup, 160 minutes double deal for Liverpool. Forwards Liverpool Football Club is bracing for an attacking overhaul as the summer transfer window approaches. While Mohamed Salah's recent contract extension until 2027 secures his place as a key figure, the club's hierarchy is reportedly focusing on bolstering the attacking options around him. However, to bring in new faces, the Reds may have to part ways with some of their current forwards. Notably, Darwin Nunez and Luis Diaz have emerged as potential high-profile departures, with Saudi Arabian giants Al-Hilal reportedly preparing a $160 million double swoop for the duo. Liverpool's summer overhaul plans under the leadership of sporting director Richard Hughes and manager Arne Slot, Liverpool is planning an attacking reset to reclaim their dominance in the Premier League and European competitions. The Reds are already scouting potential targets, with Alexander Isak, Hugo Ekitike and João Pedro being considered for the centre-forward position. On the flanks, Brian Mbeumo, Anthony Gordon and Takefusa Kubo have been linked to the club. However, the financial constraints of modern football necessitate outgoing transfers to fund these acquisitions. Liverpool's decision-makers face tough calls on several players whose futures hang in the balance. Federico Chiesa, who joined the Reds amid much fanfare, has struggled to find his footing in England and has been linked with a return to Serie A. Tottenham Hotspur is also reportedly interested in the Italian winger. Meanwhile, Diogo Jota's recurring injuries and inconsistent form have cast doubts over his long-term role at Anfield. Yet, it is the potential sales of Darwin Nunez and Luis Diaz that dominate headlines. Darwin Nunez, a promising start, gone awry when Liverpool signed Darwin Nunez from Benfica in 2022 for a club record $85 million. Expectations were sky high. The Uruguayan striker, now 25, was heralded as the next big thing in European football, but his tenure at Anfield has been far from smooth. Limited to just one Premier League start in 2025 and managing only 5 league goals this season, Nunez has failed to justify his hefty price tag. Reports suggest that Liverpool is ready to cut their losses and entertain offers for Nunez this summer. While the club values him at $80 million, potential suitors like Newcastle United and Atletico Madrid may push for a discount. Fenerbahce and AC Milan have also been linked with the forward. However, Al-Hilal's interest could prove decisive, as the Saudi Pro League side is reportedly willing to meet Liverpool's valuation. This would allow the Reds to recoup most of their initial investment and redirect those funds toward a new striker. Luis Diaz, contract uncertainty and growing. Interés Luis Diaz has been a fan favorite since joining Liverpool in January 2022. The Colombian winger, now 28, is renowned for his flair, work rate, and ability to deliver in crucial moments. However, his current contract, set to expire in 2027, has become a point of contention. While both the player and the club have expressed a willingness to negotiate a new deal, they reportedly remain far apart in their valuations. Although Liverpool is reluctant to part ways with Diaz, a bid in the region of $80 million might compel them to reconsider. Al-Hilal's interest in the Colombian adds another layer of complexity to the situation. If the Saudi side can match Liverpool's asking price, it could force the Reds' hand. For Liverpool, selling Diaz would represent a significant financial boost, though it would also leave a void in their attacking lineup that would need addressing. Al-Hilal's ambitious approach. The Saudi Pro League has been making waves in recent years with its aggressive recruitment strategy. Al-Hilal, one of the league's most prominent clubs, has already lured several high-profile players from Europe and seems intent on continuing that trend. Their reported $160 million offer for Nunez and Diaz underlines their ambitions to assemble a star-studded squad capable of competing on the global stage. If Al-Hilal succeeds in securing the double deal, it would mark one of the most significant transfer moves of the summer. For Liverpool, the financial windfall from such a sale could be transformative, enabling them to rebuild their attack and strengthen other areas of the squad. Newcastle and Atletico, waiting in the wings while Al-Hilal leads the race for Nunez, Newcastle United and Atletico Madrid are reportedly monitoring the situation closely. Both clubs are interested in the Uruguayan striker, but may not be willing to meet Liverpool's $80 million valuation. Instead, they could wait to see if the Reds lower their asking price, especially if Al-Hilal's interest cools. Newcastle, buoyed by their recent financial backing, is eager to bolster their squad as they aim to cement their place among the Premier League's elite. Atletico, on the other hand, views Nunez as a potential replacement for João Felix, whose future at the club remains uncertain. Both clubs could provide a more familiar environment for Nunez to rediscover his form. The bigger picture for Liverpool earning $160 million from the sales of Nunez and Diaz would provide Liverpool with a timely cash injection to fund their summer transfer plans. The Reds have identified key areas for improvement, particularly in attack, and are keen to add players who can complement Salah's strengths. Potential targets like Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike offer youthful exuberance and versatility, while Bryan Mbeumo and Takefusa Kubo could bring creativity and dynamism to the flanks. The funds from the Saudi deals would also allow Liverpool to address other priorities, such as reinforcing their midfield and defence. Conclusion: Liverpool's upcoming transfer window promises to be one of the most pivotal in recent years. The club's decision to part ways with Darwin Nunez and potentially Luis Diaz reflects a pragmatic approach to squad management. By capitalizing on Al-Hilal's interest, the Reds could secure the financial resources needed to execute their ambitious plans. While the departure of fan favorites is never easy, Liverpool's focus remains on building a team capable of challenging for top honours. Whether the $160 million double deal materialises or not, the summer window will undoubtedly shape the future of one of England's most storied clubs.